So before I had my radical encounter with God in May of 2022, prior to that, I was going on this journey of I didn't want to listen to God. I wanted to pick and choose when I was listening to him. So I know a little bit about not being obedient because I was that child. I was that daughter. However, one of the things that really pushed me into really, when I wanted to listen, really ask God about, hey, I don't understand a lot of the things that I'm seeing in my life. I don't really know a lot of people in my family like that. The people that I do know, when I do ask questions, it's like I don't really get a real response. God, could you show me what it is that's really going on? It is then that I took this journey of trying to figure out. I took the approach of what I saw in medical field. So in the medical field, whenever a patient goes to a doctor, right, they make you do all these tests, and they're basically trying to pinpoint where is this issue arising. This is specifically related to, for instance, if the person have a disease that came out of nowhere, they had the C word that came out of nowhere, whatever the case may be, they had mental health disorder that came out of nowhere. Like, what triggered it? And they make them go through a series of tests. And one of the things that is very, very across all board of medical field is that they always ask you for your family health history or your medical history. And I always thought that was really interesting because it's like, how do you base this off of what other people have done? And basically what they're doing is they're trying to find the story, like where's the patterns, because patterns tell a story. Not only that, they're trying to trace things because science agrees that a lot of times what you see happen over and over in a lineage or a bloodline is to be true. Now, spiritually, it's the same exact way. And it doesn't matter, for instance, in my case, if there was witchcraft that was done in the bloodline, even if you're not doing it, that does not mean that it will not intimidate or try to reveal itself in one way or another. Through my journey, there's a lot of things that I studied and a lot of things that I researched. I'm not going to say them all, but one thing that I do know for sure is you have to renounce those things once you find out, or once the Lord reveal it to you. That's why I'm super excited about this little prayer manual that I released talking about cleansing the bloodline. If you want to know more about it, I'm going to say another video about it, but you could head on over to standwithgod.co, go to the tools section.